Hey there, Stampin' friends. It is Movie Monday. Thanks for joining me. I am Jody Breckbill, Stampin' Queen, and I am here today to share a really cute and quick thank you card using our Thoughtful Blooms stamp set. So this is the card that we're going to create today. We're going to use Purple Posy and Garden Green, and this is our stamp set with a coordinating punch. So I wanted to share these because this is a celebration item, and celebration is happening right now. We are in full swing. If you are unfamiliar with celebration, it is one of the best times in the Stampin' Year because we are giving away free stuff for everybody. So with a $50 purchase, you are able to get the Thoughtful Blooms stamp set for absolutely free. If you have a $100 purchase, you're able to add on the Flowering Blooms punch for absolutely free. So that is fantastic. So let's get started. I'm going to pull in my cardstock here. So I do have a lot of this is, well, not a lot of it, a little bit of it is done ahead of time. But actually, let me back up a second. While I have you as a captive audience, I do want to share a special that is happening right now. This is going on now until March 31st or while supplies last. We have come out with a coordination product release. So we are offering these items for purchase right now, and they coordinate with many of the items in the mini catalog as well as the celebration catalog. So if you're earning those items for free, check this out. Oh, the sun's coming out. I was trying to avoid some shadow, but we'll see what happens. So check this out because you might be able to purchase dies and a really, really cute pack of designer series paper that coordinates with punches and it coordinates with punches you may already have, and these items coordinate with stamp sets you may already have, so you don't have to do any fussy cutting. So that is happening now, but I will tell you it is while supplies last. Last year things sold out very, very quickly. I think we have purchased or ordered in a higher number, but I love the fact that we don't have to do fussy cutting, so I'm just sharing that with you that you might want to grab it while you can. So we're going to use Garden Green Designer Series paper. No, that's a lie. Garden Green cardstock and Whisper White. That is it. Now I wish I had my bone folder here, but I've been working in two separate areas, and you know how that goes. So what I'm going to do is pull in my Garden Green ink, and I'm going to stamp my leaves first, and I'm just doing them randomly. We'll see if this works. Okay, sometimes I want to add one or a little squishy pad underneath there just because there's no cushion, but it seems to be working just perfect here. So I've got my Garden Green. Now while I have it out, I am looking for my thank you stamp, and I was just using it, so I bet it's not here. Hold please. Here we are. I've been stamping for my stamp club that's coming up this week. Actually, when you see this video, it is going to be today. My stamp club is today. So I'm going to punch this out with a 1-inch circle punch. And then I am going to bring in, we're going to get all our stamping out of the way, my Purple Posy. And I'm going to turn this just so that when I'm stamping, it's going the right way, so it's going to match my punch. And I just need 3 purple posies. That's it. That's it for stamping. So now my punch is going to come in and punch these little guys out. This is such a quick and easy thank you card, just using a little bit of cardstock, a little bit of ink, couple punches. All right, there we go. Clean my space off just a smidge here. All right, so you guys are good. You're good. Now, one thing you could just totally, I have extra paper here for some reason. You could actually just leave as is, but I wanted to add a little bit of dimension, and so I pulled in our brick wall embossing folder. And I don't normally do embossing, but with this one, you definitely, I don't normally do embossing on camera. I guess that's what I should say. So I've got Mr. Big here. And the reason that I am showing today is because we needed to stamp those images first before we did our embossing, or else it's going to be a little bit tricky to do. So we're going to run this through our embossing machine. Now you'll notice that I have little tabs on my embossing folder. This blue means that this embossing folder is, I'm off camera a little bit here. Let me get him out of the way. So in our new catalog, we have started using a new manufacturer for our embossing folders, and so they are a tiny bit thinner than what we had in our old catalog, and so I needed to add a special plate. So that's what this means. You use a blue plate on top of this because that will give you the best image. This blue plate is not in a catalog currently, but it is available. So if you guys are having troubles with your newer embossing folders and your die cut machines and it just doesn't seem to be quite thick enough, it's not giving you that nice impression, that's probably because you need a thicker plate, and we do have it available. Just hit me up, I can help you out. It's $10 to add this plate on, and that's something that we are doing right now while we patiently await the fact that we are creating our very own die cut machine coming from Stampin' Up. So hopefully I will be able to announce that fairly soon, that we have a new die cut machine that is just exclusive to our company. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on my garden green piece. Then I'm going to find my little thank you, and I went ahead and I pre-die cut this piece. This is actually from the mini catalog, and it is from the Painted Labels dies. It's this guy right there. So I did that ahead of time. Saving time, y'all, saving time. All right, we're gonna add our thank you on top of here. That's gonna go on with a couple dimensionals, as well as my little flowers will go on with dimensionals as well. Whoops, sticking to my fingers. I'm using a couple more than what I normally would, just because these are those the little minis. All right, you can go here. You guys are ready to go on, and I'm just gonna pop them. You can see that's got that blank space in the middle, and that's where I'm gonna put them. Right in that blank space. It's like it was made for this flower. Okay, kids, so now let's see what we got here. This is a celebration item as well, and I've been using it, so I don't even have a full package to show you. So let's see if I can find, I think I passed it somewhere. It's at the beginning. Where are you? Where are you? It's right there. This is our metallic baker's twine and sequin combo pack. This is free with a $50 purchase during celebration as well. Celebration ends March 31st. I have used almost all of my twine, and now I'm working on using my sequins. So we're going to use that just for our flower centers. And let me tell you about these sequins. They are staticky. They want to jump all over your fingers. They come out and they're staticky to everything. Well, I mean, it is this time of year. I'm having trouble with static with everything. My crinkle seam binding ribbon too, the white one from the mini catalog, crazy, crazy staticky. I'm like, I can't get it off my sweater. So I pull in my Take Your Pick tool. Here he is on camera. Fantastic. It's got a little bit of putty there, and that way I can just pick up the one that I want, and you could choose any color. I'm going to go with the yellow, and I already see what I have forgotten. Duh. All right, see how, like that one, and they are so staticky, they don't want to come off. So the Take Your Pick tool is fantastic for that. But I do need glue dots to attach these bad boys. So even though you're able to pick them up with the Take Your Pick tool, you won't, it's not adhesive. So you can put it right on here, grab a glue dot, and then just put that right into the center of your flower. But I think this guy is just fantastic. I'm having a great time using it. He's perfect for rhinestones, pearls, anything that you're struggling, you know, picking up with your fingertips. I really am enjoying the Take Your Pick tool, and just having one of them come out instead of it sticking, you know, a handful of them sticking to my fingers is fantastic. The other thing that I love this guy for is paper piecing, and I should have a video coming up on that fairly soon. It's going to be something we're doing in my WOW class, and it's see, they drive me nuts. And that's not a far drive. All right, booger, get in there. Come on. Okay, shut them before they start coming out. Anyway, there's your card, guys. So super easy and quick, is it not? And then you could, of course, this is a great card for a beginning stamper. Just a little bit of punching. You could actually even leave that off, but you can also doctor this up a little bit if you wanted to add some ribbon, some more stamping, and that kind of thing. So thanks so much for joining me, everyone. Have a wonderful week, and I will see you next week for Movie Monday.